Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If I could seek your attention, please. Good morning. Let me say that again. My name's Martin Johnson. I'm your host for this morning, and I look after what Highlands and Islands Enterprise does to support businesses like your own with international trade and other things. So it's my great pleasure to welcome you here this morning and to thank you for giving us some of your time this morning for what I hope will be useful and interesting for you. The speaker after me is Johannes. Johannes is here from Germany. He'll introduce himself in much more detail than I will. But Johannes is here from Scottish Development International. It is a sister organisation to Highlands and Islands Enterprise. And very simply, SDI exists to help businesses in Scotland do trade overseas. That's what we're here to talk about this morning. And it also exists to attract businesses to come into Scotland and to locate. It's a sister agency, and we work very closely with Johannes and his colleagues. Johannes will talk a little bit about that, but simply put, there are sectoral teams that look after tourism, food and drink, whatever, based in Glasgow, and colleagues like Johannes who are based in country all around the world. And that's really important because the knowledge and experience and the network of contacts that Johannes and his colleagues have in countries all around the world is very valuable to businesses like yourselves, and it's freely available to businesses like yourself. So apart from Johannes from Scottish Development International, just to bring up the agenda, it's on your table. We have Michelle from the Enterprise Europe Network to talk about how she and her colleagues can help you, what some of the fantastic work that EEN does. And if you don't know about that, I'm pretty confident to say that you will be pleasantly surprised to find out the range of support and services and help that's available through Michelle and her colleagues. In a similar vein, after Michelle, we have Ewan talking about what the Inverness Chamber of Commerce can do in terms of the services they can provide to businesses across the Highlands and Islands, not just in Inverness. But Ewan will also talk about how the Chambers, as a group of organisations within Scotland and across the United Kingdom, can help you do business overseas. And again, he's got a lot of practical information that he will bring out. This is where things get slightly complicated. At 11 o'clock, it's coffee, which is good. If you're a tourism business, at that stage, we're going to invite you to leave this room and to follow Janice, who's got her hand up. It'll be very obvious. Just follow the crowd. And you will go and meet with Alison and Lauren from Visit Scotland. And the reason that we do that is for tourism businesses, it's different. For those of you that stay in the room, we'll talk about some of the practicalities of doing international trade in terms of some of the certification that you need, some of the insurances you need, some of the trade credit that you can get access to, which isn't of relevance to tourism businesses, and candidly, it would just bore you stupid. Therefore, what we have is Lauren and Alison from Visit Scotland that will take you through some in-depth knowledge about the German market for tourism businesses that's much more, is exceedingly relevant to those businesses. So at 11 o'clock, tourism businesses leave with Alice and Lauren and with Janice. You get your coffee there. Don't worry, you're not being denied your coffee, and you get that focus. For those of you staying in the room, we also have a video from Jackie Gale. Jackie is a global Scot, so she is an experienced business person that wants to give something back to businesses in Scotland, to businesses like yourself. She has been with Johannes yesterday and on Tuesday at similar events in Glasgow and Edinburgh. This was her favourite event to come to, but we couldn't quite persuade her because it's also her husband's birthday, and that seemed to come higher in priority than coming to Inverness. So what we'll have from Jackie is a little bit of her experience of doing business trade, and hopefully a wee bit of evangelism to you in terms of why international trade is good fun and good for your business. After that, we all come back together in this room where we'll then hear from Stuart. Stuart is a trade advisor, and he will talk about some of the support services that is available from him and his colleagues, and we'll also touch on some of the support that's available from the likes of Highlands and Islands Enterprise, and that will touch on things such as advice, information, networks of contacts, and also into some of the funding support that is available to businesses to do international trade, and just take you through, at a high level, a wee bit of a smorgasbord around about all of that. Then coming towards the end, Crystal from SDI will talk about a proposed a trip to Germany. So we're very keen that we're not just here to talk to you about why you should do business in Germany and how you can do that, but actually to give you the opportunity, should you so wish, to become part of an outward trade delegation from Scotland to Germany. And Crystal will talk about that and the process that you can go through if you want to do that. And then finally, there'll be a chance for any questions to be answered from the floor from the speakers, and Stuart will facilitate that. So that was really what I wanted to say. Again, very much my thanks for giving up your time. The purpose of today is to be informative and, more importantly, useful. So we are here to help you. So at any point, if you've got a question, please just put your hand up and we'll be delighted to ask it. There will be an opportunity at the end to ask any questions. And if you're not comfortable putting your hand up in a crowd, then speak to us afterwards, or by all means send us an email. So that is me finished. So I'm now going to hand over to Johannes. A point to the speakers, a very practical housekeeping point to the speakers, is the microphone is not here to amplify you. It is because we are videoing this and we hope to take segments of this and put it on our website and help us promote it. So if you could stand close to the podium, then that way we can hear you. Okay, thank you all.